So good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's broadcast, as I like to call it. Instead of a Zoom, it sounds better. My name is Nick Pappas. Welcome. You guys are my fantastic team. Some of the people working, some of the people couldn't make it, signal problems, whatever. I am recording it, so we won't lose anything. And let's just relax, go through the plan. Let's see the future, where we're going to go, and let's enjoy the Zoom. So just a 2-minute quick intro on myself. I've been in the network marketing industry for 6 years. We merged with New Age earlier on this year, last year, let's put it that way. And we joined with a company called Oryx. And then Oryx merged with New Age, and here we are today. So you would have seen the change in the name that I've put on the group. Owners have decided, well, because we listed on the NASDAQ as NBEV, New Age is the name. So to me, it sounds better. Let's rather keep it formal. Let's rather keep it one name so people can recognize. We put South Africa behind our name because we are from South Africa. So I'm stationed in Johannesburg, and I started basically, I was in the corporate game for 25 years. And about 12 years ago, I decided, no, listen, that's not for me. So I bought 2 soccer clubs. I'm very involved with soccer, football as we call it here. And I've got the rights to the biggest youth tournament in South Africa. I'm very big in property. I started in 2002 after I read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And that was me. I survived the crash to an extent. And we built up again after that and got involved in network marketing, direct selling. And here we are today. Today, I don't look back. I enjoy it. The opportunity that we've got, especially with the company that we're in now, is endless. It's very exciting, especially what's coming. Not that I know everything that's going to happen. He doesn't tell me, but we know enough. I'm going to share a bit with you guys this evening. So without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to a very special person in my life. And, this is my mentor, and actually he's my upline. And he has taught me what I know today. He's from Indiana in the USA. He's the vice president of Mavi, the company we came into with. I met Eric 3 years ago at the launch of Mavi in Dubai. And Eric was in South Africa in 2019. And we became very, very close. And I talk to him regularly. He's a man of wisdom. In his previous business, he had a downline of 1 million plus people and a turnover of 1 billion plus annually. And that's fact. Lots of knowledge. He's on our team. We're very fortunate to have him. And he's on the call. He's on the call tonight. So without further ado, Eric, take the floor, man.
Nick, what's up, brother? How are you? Looking good, man.
Yeah, thank you. Thank God. Thank God I'm here having a Zoom.
Amen, brother. Amen. My whole family went through the whole COVID experience about 3 months ago. So we checked that box, and praise God, we're doing well. So anyway, welcome everybody. Thank you so much, Nick. Appreciate your friendship, appreciate your leadership. This is what I love doing, guys. This is what really gets me out of bed in the morning, just getting to help speak life into other human beings all over the world. And certainly my dear African family is near and dear to my heart. It looked like Lisa Zaroom is being naughty. She's got some background noise happening, so mute her, please. I'm like for me, I got a little adult attention deficit disorder. So it's like, what is going on? I got to focus in. And you're going to find here over the next, 20, 25 minutes, really passionate about the concepts, the ideas inherent to, as Nick mentioned, direct selling. Because really, at the end of the day, what it is to me is your willingness to get out and be the true epitome of a servant leader, to pour yourself into somebody else's life, to look past your own inherent needs, wants, goal is to say, I'm going to do everything I can to help you to be successful and reach whatever goals you might have with this platform, this beautiful platform that I'm going to talk about the uniqueness of here in a bit. And then in the process, we're going to connect with other people and do the same thing and pay it forward in a beautiful fashion. So when done the right way, I've never seen a business model like direct selling that allows anybody from any walk of life, doesn't matter who your mom was, who your dad was, what your last name is, where you went to school, color your skin, your religious beliefs. It does not matter. What matters is your willingness to get out and simply share what you're passionate about with other people and transfer that energy to somebody else to take a look at why you're so excited. And we have some very unique things happening for us, my dear friends. This perfect storm of opportunity, both throughout the world, within our company. They say the trends are your friends. We are right at the forefront of all these trends. So before I go down this rabbit hole any further, some of you are like, who is this Eric Allen guy? Nick says he seems pretty cool. I don't know him. He probably, some of you are whispering, he kind of looks like Jim Carrey or some. So I've heard all kinds of things when I go around the world. But, I'm just an everyday guy, man. I was an inner city teacher here in the United States, in the Midwestern United States. It's where I met my beautiful wife. If you see my wife, you cannot deny the fact I know how to recruit because I outkicked my coverage on that one. She's drop dead gorgeous inside and out. And, we are living a very middle class, mediocre life. I loved what I did teaching and coaching basketball, but I was completely time broke. Okay. Then I started coaching at a higher level at the university, full time, 5 a.m., literally till midnight, 7 days a week, nonstop. I was missing out on my family. I was missing out on my kids growing up. And I just became open to something different. I just opened my mind. It's like 15 years ago. And I was like, man, there's got to be a way for me to do something that's really worth getting good at, that can provide the time freedom and the financial freedom to do the things that I'm really passionate about doing. Okay. And that, yes, it involves coaching basketball, but not because I have to do it, because I want to do it. I have other big goals and dreams, like traveling around the world. Can't wait to get back down there and have more fun with you guys. I had a blast last time I was down there. In fact, my son was just down in Zambia and Zimbabwe for 2 weeks. Now his mind's expanded. So all these other philanthropic goals I've had, I just realized I'm never going to get there. If I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm never going to really unlock the dreams that are in my heart to the fullest extent. And, I would challenge you that probably most of you on the Zoom, just like most people in the world, if you're honest, it's like, man, if I just keep doing what I've kind of been doing, life's never really going to change that much. So I didn't look at direct selling, relationship marketing as a get rich quick deal. I know a lot of people do. I just looked at it as a way to connect with other lives and start to build leverage in my life, right? I'd rather participate in a little bit of success off thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people than try to go get it on my own. And that's what so many people are caught up in, worrying about themselves and only thinking about what they have to do for them and their families, instead of thinking abundantly and saying, there's more than enough wealth out there. Let me just find the right vehicle that provides real value, and then get out and start telling people about it. Okay. So that's what happened. Then my entrepreneurial journey began, and one door opened after another. And I have to tell you, it's been an amazing journey. It really has. And it's only getting started. In fact, think about this. Nick and I first connected over 3 years ago. 3 years, and we were so fired up. It's like, man, we've got this company, these unique products. We're going to change the world with them. And like every startup, I would find any significant startup that hasn't had challenges, and I'll show you a big fat liar. Every startup's had challenges. Ours had some challenges, but then, fortunately, you stay in the game long enough, you start getting lucky. Well, then we got lucky because we signed a partnership with RX. RX is going to be one of the top direct selling companies, period, in the world. Mark my word. The way they're trending is just, I've never seen anything like it. It's never been done in the industry. Well, then add some rocket fuel on top of that. And RX has a publicly traded company. You want to talk about instant credibility? New Age is one of the largest consumer packaged goods. That's CPG, consumer packaged goods in the entire world. That's why it's traded on the NASDAQ. And what the New Age partnership allows us to do as it becomes fully integrated here is to instantly, at the snap of a finger, distribute your product, have the operational infrastructure, have all the systems in place to bless any life, basically anywhere in the world. Okay. Whereas before you're kind of limited within your region or your country or continent. Now, as your network starts to grow, because yes, you want to start locally, but start thinking globally, right? Act local, think global. You're going to bring somebody onto your team, just like you yourself probably has somebody that you know in, I don't know, Nigeria, America, Sweden, Singapore, Australia. Wouldn't it be amazing to literally get on a Zoom call with them, share the excitement, let them get signed up and have peace of mind knowing, man, they're going to have the exact same equal opportunity that I have here in my country. That's called global leverage. That's called time zone leverage. Okay. You really want to capitalize on the global trends happening. You have to have the infrastructure in place to deliver on your dream. Otherwise, it's just delusion. I see a lot of delusional dreamers out there. It's like you have all these big dreams. You have no way to get there. For me, New Age, we are the vehicle to help you get there. Now, let's talk about what makes New Age unique and different. I encourage you to stay open to all opportunities. Okay. All opportunities. Closed minds don't get fed. But at some point, you have to decide which ones am I going to sink my claws into? Which one am I going to get passionate about? Which one am I going to attach my reputation to? And the reason that Nick and I are still here after 3 years is because we know we have our hands on something very, very special. What I would say is probably more unique and beneficial for all of you, my dear Africans, is you really have the startup ability within a proven, established company, right? We're not going to have to go through all the ugliness of a typical startup company in certainly South Africa and all of Africa and beyond. Okay, because you have the RX direct selling arm, okay, that's already skyrocketing, one of the fastest growing companies. That's what I think, Nick, like 12 years old now, 10 years old at least. Then you're bringing in New Age, which has been around for decades, which is publicly traded, that has all the operational logistical infrastructure. Okay. So now you're combining that with the fact that you can be the first to share both the business idea and the proven products. So it's two pieces here, right? You have a chance to, yes, timing is very critical. Ask any successful entrepreneur. It is a timing issue. You have the timing to be essentially a founding member of New Age in your country. Okay. Now you also have the ability to combine it with unique products that actually work. Because here's the challenge. Once you fall in love with the idea of leverage and residual passive income, I promise you, if you really understand the power of residual income, you will do just about anything to go achieve it. It will keep you up at night. It will drive you day in and day out. You will do just about anything to find the right vehicle that will allow you to accomplish residual income. Because as soon as your residual income, the mailbox money that keeps coming in long after you put in the work to achieve it, once your residual income is $1 more than all your residual bills, that's freedom, friends. And it's funny to me, they didn't teach me about residual income in university. They're not going to teach my 17-year-old about it when he goes to the same university I went to, which is one of the top business schools. I guarantee you won't hear a thing about it. Yet everybody is very familiar with residual bills, right? You got your monthly cell phone bill, your house bill, your electrical bill, your TV bill, eating bills. I mean, you got all these residual bills. Why don't we educate people on this idea of residual income that can outpace your residual bills? Because when you get to that point, then you're free, you're liberated. You get to go do whatever you want to do. And I think what you'll find when you fall in love with New Age, when you fall in love with this team that Nick's building, when you fall in love with the culture, you won't ever want to retire from it. You'll want to retire into it. You want to make this part of your legacy because you see lives being changed. Yes, ranking up is awesome. Making a lot of money is awesome. I'll tell you what, if you're the type of servant leader we're really looking for, watch one of your team members get recognized when they walk across stage, when we start having big meetings again, or when we do recognition online again. It feels so much better to watch somebody that you helped reach their goals and dreams more so than your own. Again, it's totally different from the corporate play and a lot of the other plays out there. So now you have to decide, well, okay, Eric, this makes sense. I get it. What is it about New Age that makes us unique from the thousands of other opportunities, money games, all the scammers, all the nonsense? And I heard you got just a few of those down in Africa, right? I mean, like we have in the United States and everywhere else. You have to look at it and say, what is the backbone here? Proven infrastructure, proven company, proven logistical arm that's publicly traded on the NASDAQ, and then proven products that really work. This is what I'm going to challenge all of you on the Zoom here. The reason why my New Age business is really starting to take off now is because I'm a product of the product. I've lost 10 pounds. I'm using 7 of the products. You might not have all 7 available in South Africa, but you got at least 2, 3, 4, 5. The Slenderize alone and the Accelerate drops are like nothing I've ever seen before. All right, so you've got these proven products that actually work, okay? And when people see that they are working for you, there's no real need to hype up the business opportunity. Yes, you want to create excitement. Yes, you want to let them know they can lock in the next best spot in the entire continent. That will appeal to the entrepreneurs, but the entrepreneurs also need to become products of the product. So my challenge is, and Nick's got a great game plan for you, but what I'm going to tell you, the sooner you start getting on the products and start being a walking billboard of the power of the products, and then you combine that with the startup of a great proven opportunity, you have the best of all worlds here. But at the end of the day, the only way we're going to make long-term residual income is you have to have lots of people. You don't have lots, but the more people you have, the bigger residual income. You got to have people who really love the product and they stay on the products month after month after month after month after month. Just like I've grown to love the last 6 months as I've been sampling the different RX products. I'm ordering 7 products a month, and I'll probably do that for quite a long time. And again, you might not be able to order 7 products at once. You might only be able to order 1, but at least start a success testimonial within your own household. Okay. So that's my encouragement. And you'll just see, you watch, people are going to be attracted to you. Yes, because of the startup mindset. Yes, the fear of loss. They don't want to miss out on the next big thing. But then also knowing that you're going to have this long-term sustainable advocates, people who love the products, who will not ever give up ordering those products every month. And truth be told, you look at the legacy companies out there that have created many, 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 many millionaires. That's undeniable. Okay, you look at the New Skins, the Amways, the Herbalifes, and several others. I mean, you can choose to love them or not. I choose to love them because they have a working model. I know lots of people who've made millions of dollars in all those companies. A lot of them did get in with those companies at the very same time that you and everyone else has the chance to join this journey together. I would just challenge that our products are far superior to what they have. They have very generic, cheaply made products that they charge an outrageous amount for to be able to pay out the levels of distributorship. Ours have really innovated, science-backed, proven products that people are going to want to stay on regardless of the business opportunity. And ultimately, friends, you get a true customer base of passionate, loyal people to your products. That's where the money is made long term. If you really don't want to have to keep starting over, jump on the next startup, hype-driven craze, then it crashes. Next one, and then it crashes. Now, you see this all the time. And yet here Nick and I are, we're 3 years later. I mean, we're still here. Nick's making more money now than he's ever made. He's being rewarded for his vision, for his commitment, for his loyalty. I'm making more money than I've ever made in this journey the last 3 years. And by the way, now it's starting to grow at a much accelerated rate. See, the beauty of this one, for those of you who know compound interest, the bigger it gets, the quicker it moves, the quicker it scales. And by the way, again, because we have the infrastructure in place, you don't have to worry about the scalability. You can go build as big of a global team as you want, sleeping well at night, knowing that New Age is going to take care of all the infrastructure. So as you can tell, guys, I like to get right to the point. I do like to get on stage. I like to do motivational things. I like to, get people fired up. But at the end of the day, man, let's keep it real. I mean, if you have a dream in your heart, if you're hungry and motivated to go out and change your life, then I would really encourage you to find the conviction, the motivation, the courage to just get out there and open your mouth. Those that open their mouths the most end up making the most. You got Nick, he's one of the, if not the top leader in all of Africa. You got other leaders on this call who I recognize who are phenomenal servant leaders. You don't have to go this alone. They're always going to be there to support you. I'm always excited to jump on calls like this and support you with whatever you need. But right now, there is a leadership vacuum. If you've ever wanted to be a leader, then now's the time for us to help coach you up, spread your wings, go fly, and then you're going to pay it forward to the next generation of leaders. It's the best part of this whole journey. It really is, just watching people grow personally, professionally, and then the money is a byproduct of those who stay true to the proven system. Guys, I'm fired up. I love you, even if I haven't met you yet. I know like attracts like. Nick, let's get me on the books later this year when it's good to travel. I'm going to come down there. We'll spend a week or two together. We'll rock all of South Africa and any other country you want to go to, brother. I appreciate you so much. And hopefully everybody got at least one or two nuggets of wisdom out of this. You can't screw this one up as long as you get out and start sharing in genuine fashion. Follow the system Nick and the team have in place. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You're going to get told no. You're going to get told no a lot. You're going to get lied to. You're going to get deceived by certain people. That's the price you have to pay to live a significant life. But if you're willing to go out and go through the numbers, success is nothing more than a numbers game. It's nothing more than a numbers game. If you're willing to go through the numbers day in, day out, day in, day out, I promise you a great message delivered long enough always falls upon the right ears. You will find the right people. And it only takes one or two very good meetings to radically change your life forever. The last company I was in that we did over $1 billion in revenue. A lot of that revenue came from one really, really good meeting. It changed my life forever. That guy is now one of my dearest friends and brothers. Everybody loves that story, but few people want to hear about the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of other meetings, presentations, trainings I did that led to nothing. Okay. Greatness is achieved by those who are willing to do the same simple things day in and day out and day in and day out. I don't promise you it's an easy business because you're going to get told no. Not everybody likes that, but it is a very, very simple business. The nice thing for you right now is you go talk to 100 people. I challenge you, go talk to 100 people as quickly as you can. I bet maybe 2 out of 100, probably not even that, maybe 0.5, half of a human being out of 100 have ever heard of New Age. Do you think it's always going to be that way? 5 years from now, go talk to the same 100 people. 20 of them will have heard of New Age. 10 years from now, go talk to the same 100 people. 90 out of 100 would have heard of New Age, just like many of you have heard of New Skin, Herbalife, Amway, some of the other legacy companies out there. So now's your time to shine. Doesn't matter what your past involves. You can decide right now to become the person, the leader, the person who has to get out and change the course of their life. We all have the same gift in front of us. Those of you who run hard, and I mean run hard, the next 90 days, especially because the New Age infrastructure is coming along. I just did a corporate call. They've merged, they had to merge Mavi and these other brands into RX. Now they have to merge RX into the New Age infrastructure. It is happening right now, 24/7. So take advantage of the gift in front of you. Don't regret it. Be one of the few who choose to be significant in this. I know not all of you will, but I promise you, prosperity isn't for the lucky few. It's not for the chosen few. It's for the few who choose to get out and take massive action. Love you guys. Nick, love you, brother. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much once again. Very, very inspirational. We appreciate your time. We know you're busy. Take care. Take it easy. And I'm definitely going to call on you again to come on to one of our Zooms.
Don't tease me, brother. Anytime. Love you, bro. Bye-bye.
Love you too. Ciao. Right, guys. So here's the story. Let's get into the. Can everybody see me? Let me do this. Can everybody see me? Let me just find my bearings here. Right. So we have is Sylvester on the screen there? That's me there. Okay, so guys, that's the story from Eric. Dynamic person, very good guy, very successful. And, success leaves clues. So tonight's Zoom, we're going to carry on now, and I'm going to give you guys the basic plan. And please, I want you guys to put questions on the chat, and let's answer as many as we can tonight, because I want no uncertainties. We have to have a plan, and we have to go according to the plan and stick to the plan. So where are we right now? Okay. New Age, South Africa, which is us, right? There's another team in South Africa. They're known as New Age Africa. New Age Africa, what do they call themselves? Nation. New Age Africa Nation. Right. That's the team led by Erica van der Merwe and Tammy Melchizedek. They're both based in Colorado Springs. So that's one team. We are the other team. Okay, we are New Age South Africa. Both for the same company. We help each other. We can go into their Zooms. They can come onto our Zooms. I have a very different style of leading a team. Okay, number one. Number two, our plan is not necessarily the same as anybody else in South Africa. Okay, we are in a pre-launch phase, and that's a very, very the word pre-launch is a very important word. It means New Age is in 80 countries already, in 80 countries. The projected turnover in the next 3 years is 3.3 billion. Now, in the projection, they're factored in South Africa. And South Africa is going to contribute much of that 2 billion that's left over after the rest of the world. Okay. And it's doable, not South Africa, Africa, the continent. Okay. We are sitting in a fortunate and a unique position where they have eyed Africa. They're excited about Africa. We are 57 million in South Africa, not to mention any other country. And you know what? I have one philosophy. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid, if you want to call it that. Right. We got South Africa, guys. We got South Africa. We have people here. Now, direct selling is the easiest business in the world. Network marketing is the easiest business in the world. It's a business where you don't have to be a salesperson. You have a business. You don't have a boss. I'm not the boss. We are in one team. You are all leaders. What I'm doing is teaching you. There's two important things you must remember. You must remain teachable and remain coachable. If you those two things, you're going to succeed. You know, there's a system that makes this industry work, and it's not a difficult system. You don't have to sell anything. We are in the business of transformation. Eric told you got to become the product of the product. Yes, it's a bit too fast, but eventually that's what I want you guys to do. You know, we are busy with products that are going to be suited to the South African palate. It's going to be suited to the market that we are in. Okay, right now we get paid every single Wednesday, and we get paid in dollars because we purchase product in dollars. Okay, so we purchase product in dollars. I've left the starting blocks for a term of the word. In other words, I've got people selling out there, which started last year. I've got people selling product out there, and they've left the starting blocks, and they have to meet certain requirements per month. Now, that's not necessarily the right thing. And in fact, it's not the right thing. And that's why I've encouraged all of you to lock your spots and go out there and bring as many people as you can that you know, that trust you, that you love, that you want to give an opportunity to on board. Because right now is the time to do that. Okay. So this is a card that we get. It's called the Eric's Paycard. This card, it's a prepaid card linked to the American banks. This is where they pay the dollars in every single Wednesday. This is what you're all going to get. But the difference is, once we launch, and leading up to the launch, guys, trust me, you're not going to get thrown into a deep end. Once we launch, just before we launch, corporate will do their introductions. They will come onto Zooms. They will explain to all of us what the requirement is. Things are going to change. You know, the compensation plan that you're actually looking at in your boss, which I'll get to just now, the compensation plan is going to change to suit us. You've seen on the WhatsApp groups and on Facebook, there's other members in South Africa that are ranking, and they're becoming managers, and they're becoming vice presidents, and they're becoming all this. You know what? I don't want you guys to even worry about that. Forget about that. I'm not even worried about that, because right now that's not our focus. You know, focus on one thing until successful. Okay, that's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. And what we got to do is recruit. Let's bring the people on. So we are in the transformation game. We are in the transformation game, and we specialize in health and wellness products that are unique in the world. Now, Deanna Latson, who's the chief product officer, one of the owners of New Age, okay, she's got that squeaky voice. She's a nutcase, okay. And I'm with respect now. She will not endorse a product if it's not to her spec of over 100%. Okay, and that is what we want, right? Number one. Number two, for a product to actually pass the test, it's got to have the Oryx Gold Seal of Approval. When that seal's on there, it means it's top class. When they say 100 grams of this, it's 100 grams. When they say it does this, it does this. That's why Slenderize is so, it's such a great product. And that product is your in. That product is a winner, okay? Now imagine buying that product in rands. Imagine buying Moa in rands. I take Moa every single day, and I promise you now, thank God. When I went through my story 2 weeks ago, I was taking Moa. It gave me my boost. It contained 36 superfoods and fruits, and it just gives you that energy. For the guys that do exercise, gym, and all that, the best thing. We have the Elite product. It's called Elite. It contains collagen, brain food. It contains all natural products for the skin, for the eyesight, anti-inflammatories. It's a top product, okay? It's called the pink drink, they call it in America. Okay, one a day in the morning, that's you done, you know. Giving greens. I'm just giving you the products that we encourage you to come to South Africa, okay? Over and above the products that we're going to have here, okay? It's exciting, guys. It's very, very, very exciting. And now, if you want to use the product, if you want to start using the product, then my advice to any of you is I get it at cost. Okay. If you want, get hold of me, I'll get it for you at my price. No problem. Because at the end of the day, if you're the product of the product, it's easy to actually get somebody to join, you know, because they look at you. You know, I'll do a presentation on Thursday night. So going forward, our Monday nights is going to be training, and Thursday night's going to be prospect Zooms where you can bring your guests. Tonight is just for members, okay? And I'm going to go through things every single week and explain to you guys how everything works and what you have to do. Right now, it's not a difficult thing. The boss, normally $29.25, okay? There's no charge for it now. The reason why they've done that is because, courtesy of Lee, he approached head office And they agreed. They gave him, they waived the boss charge so that we can build the team. Now, imagine in 2-3 months' time, hopefully, please God, we launch, right? And you have a team of 50 under you, your team. Now, remember, the compensation plan, and I'm going to give it to you just in a nutshell, the compensation plan is not only what you bring in, you're going to get compensated. And by the way, we have the best compensation plan right now out of every single direct selling company in the world. You share 50% of the profit with the owners, okay? And what happens is your team's signups and their signups, you're earning off that too. And if I bring on somebody after you've come on, they go beneath you, you're earning from that person as well. So that's what's called residual income. And that is on the one side, if you bring on somebody that wants to resell, like we're doing now. Once the person gets on the boss, he's a rep, right? Now you'll find people that are not interested in becoming reps, but they want the product. Those are also very important, very important. Those are called customers, okay? So those are the people that if they want the products, remember, you get it 30% cheaper than retail, okay? Like when you buy from me, I give it to you at less 30, right? Retail is plus 30. So you're selling it already at a 30% margin. That's to your customer. So you're earning money from your rep, which is there and is working and it's in your downline, and then you're earning money from your customer, which is purchases. They buy, they pay you, you give them the product. So those are the two things. Okay. So the plan is we need to recruit. Focus on that. Focus on recruit. You've got to have patience. You've got to have patience. I promise you now. Once the starting gun goes off, we have all these people, and we are using the Zoom calls. We are using the things that I'll start posting on the WhatsApp groups. You know, watch those things. You know, when I post them, there's things in there that you must watch. Yes, Saturday Zoom. You got to watch that. You got to be on that Zoom. It's a 5 o'clock Zoom on a Saturday afternoon. If you can't, it's fine. We'll always have the recording. But over 300 people on that Zoom. Over 300 people on that Zoom. But it's the biggest Zoom in the world. Okay, in America, it's the North American Zoom, but they share a lot of information. This Saturday they shared a lot of information, and then at the end they've got a conference and an event going on at Destin in Florida. That's irrelevant to us. We can leave the Zooms there. You know, but leading up to that, there was a lot of things discussed, including the name, using new age and all that. So I don't want to bore you guys too much, and I don't want to take too much of your time. I appreciate everybody on the call tonight. I'm going to open the floor here. And Marina, if you just want to watch the chat box there, and just, if you guys want to just type any questions that you want from me, you can even unmute yourselves and talk to me. It's not a problem. Please don't be shy. We're all one happy family here. I want to build a team of note. You know, Janine's doing great in Nigeria. If you guys know people in Nigeria that are here in South Africa, listen, you don't have to go to Nigeria to find them. There's people here that have people there. You know, that's the beauty of this thing. And another thing, guys, 3-way call, very important. What does that mean? If you're busy with somebody and that person is being difficult, or you don't know how to answer the questions and all that, you can get me on that call. Get me on that call, or anybody else. Get me on that call. I will help close that person and bring that person on board. It's no problem. You know, I can help you guys. I will be there for you. I'm there for you. There's no time frame with me. You know, I'm there all the time. Okay, and there's no chip on my shoulder. There's nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're all the same. There's no bosses. We're all one team, guys. So at the end of the day, I'm urging all of you guys. I've made this competition for this week. Okay, Michael Kiriaki doing the lead, by the way. So I want you guys to go out there and go and bring 5 people. Each one of you. Now the power of numbers, guys. The power of numbers. It's easy. You bring 5 people and you duplicate what I've just done with you. You tell those 5 people to bring 5 people. You want to see us, you sit back and watch it grow. Very, very easy, you know. So let me just see, Michael Kiriako's got an answer. Once we order the product, how long does it take to reach us? It depends, guys. It depends, 7 to 10 days. Customs here is the delay. Once it reaches here, it comes with DHL Express, but I promise you, once it reaches here, it's a story. Every time it's a story. But sometimes it's in 7, sometimes it's in 10. So it depends, but they're very sharp. Right now, we're getting our products from the Netherlands. And hopefully, you know what? Once we launch, it's going to be a happy days. It's going to be a happy days, Is there any other questions? Any other questions, guys? You can unmute. As I said, I'm here to answer them all. Next week, I'll show you guys. I don't know. Do you guys know how to get into the boss on your back offices? So write this down. X office. So you go Arix, ARIIX.com. You then type in your username and password. Your username is the 894. Is it an 894 number that you guys would have got? Yeah, 894 something. And if you haven't created a password, create your password. You'll go in, save it. Okay, you'll go in. On the top row, you'll see a bar called My Business. Click on My Business, and then click on Training, and then click on BOS, Boss. Now the BOS stands for Business Operating System. Okay, in there, you'll have all the tutorials you need to see. Okay, you even get points by listening to all of them. So you can listen to them over and over and over. Yes, they'll discuss the compensation plan. Remember, it's what it is now. Okay, but it's fine. Watch it. Look at it. You know what I'm saying? Look at everything. They're going to change, but look at everything. But that's what I urge you guys to do. Go into the boss in your X office, Arix.com. In your X office, click on that. Go into the My Business. Click on Training. Click on the BOS, Business Operating System, and then watch all the tutorials on there, and you'll see it's very, very simple. So I'm going to get Lee to close up for us, but just before I call him on, is there anybody else that wants anything else to say, or has anything else to say?
But I just want to say, can I say something, Sylvester, just quickly, seconds?
Yes.
Yes. I really appreciate the fact that you're able to clear the name itself, Arix, New Age, and New Age standing on its own. It was very important as I was talking with you aside. Thank you so much for the stage. Eric, you did a good job. Nick, I just want to say that we are really getting into it, learning a lot about the product itself, and what New Age really stands for as we compare it with other really companies that has been there, but we're really following up. As you know, I'm doing Uber on the side. I'm busy putting together every client that gets in the car with Uber, putting together their phone numbers so that when I get ready to really introduce the business itself, just to let you know that I'm on. And thank you very much for your patience and endurance, and just being a visionary and staying with it until the end. Thank you so much, sir.
Well done, Sylvester. One thing I just want to tell you guys just before Lee comes on is don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Just relax. Follow my lead while I can lead you until you become the leader that I want you to become. In other words, the success in this is duplication. Just follow me. Follow me, do what I do. I don't have a problem if I'm posting something on Facebook and you copy and paste exactly what I wrote and put it on your page. Because that's what it is, duplication. I put it there for a reason. There's wording that you use, that you put on Facebook, and you create a curiosity. You don't give a lot of information out, because then people go and they research and they do this, and it just becomes, because you know what? MLM has a bad name. It has a bad name out there because of the cheapskates. We are not a cheapskate company. Remember, we're not a pyramid scheme. Now, pyramid scheme, let me explain to you. We have a head office. We have product. We have representatives. We have all these things. That already discounts that. Okay, pyramid schemes are illegal. I don't use that word. I don't like to use that word, but it's very important for you guys to know how to answer, because you're going to have the answers. Remember what Eric said. you have to have more no's than yeses to succeed in this game, all right? Because the more no's you get, the closer you come to the yes. But the no is not a no, guys. The no is a not now, right? Because once momentum comes, that person you spoke to 2-3 months ago will come back to you, you know? So the more people you speak to, the quicker the momentum will come. So thank you so much for tonight. Thank you for coming onto the Zoom. Lee, I'm going to let you do the close. Thank you for coming onto the Zoom. We appreciate you. Over to you.
Thank you, Nick. I get so much joy from Sylvester when he said he speaks to everybody that climbs into the Uber, because that is exactly what you need to do, right? Is you need to speak to everybody and give everybody the opportunity. Because this is what it's about, is there's no cost. So people can come in, they can lock this spot. There's no obligation. You know what? Once we come and we say, this is the new compensation plan, this is the new products, and somebody turns around and says, okay, this is not for me. You know what? That's fine, right? But if you don't tell them, you will never know. So that's why it's important. So this is, firstly, I've now sort of skipped over what I wanted to say, but I got so excited. So well done, Sylvester. It brings joy to my heart when I hear that. Right?
Thank you, sir. All right.
So, so I just want to say, firstly, I want to start with Nick. And I'm actually so excited that Nick is still with us. I was very worried, but as you can see, Nick is great. And I saw him yesterday and he's on fire, right? So this team is being globally noticed. I can tell you that. I had a call today with Africa, the president of Africa, which is actually coming to South Africa in February. So you will get to see him.
Oh, wow.
And I will invite him to the Zoom because he's been stuck in Atlanta for more than a year. And I just heard that he will be arriving in February. So I'm very excited to meet my boss in person, and I'll invite him to a call. But then we need at least 100 people on this call. But your efforts are really being noticed. And I want to say that because it is. So sometimes people do a lot of things and people feel like people don't see what they're doing. This team is being noticed. So I want to thank each and every person in this team for the great job that they're doing. And I want to thank Nick for the amazing leadership that he's doing and leading this team with. And he's leading this team with generosity and with passion. And Nick understand, me and Nick when Nick joined network marketing, I was with Marvin when I met Nick for the first time. So we come a long way, and I really respect everything that Nick is doing.
Thank you.
That being said, I just want to just give you a brief overview of where we're at.
Tell us, Lee, tell us.
I'm not going to give you anything. I'm just going to give you a brief overview. Unfortunately, we're a publicly listed company, and I can't give you any information until it's been signed off by 3 million people. So I will tell you what I can tell you, right? So, but soon, in the next month or so, we will have a big corporate announcement, which we'll share. Nick will obviously share, make sure that everybody's on the call, where we will show you the roadmap for South Africa and the neighboring countries. So obviously, you know, currently we are open to pre-launch signups for South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, and Nigeria, okay? But we will give you the dates of when we're coming, when is the official launch. We will be, soon we will be announcing, we're gonna have weekly opportunity calls, like you've got opportunity calls as well on a Thursday. We will have a corporate-based opportunity call. And as we get closer to the time, we will give more and more information on the product. Now, what I wanted to say is that although New Age and RX, and you heard from Eric and Nick that it's been around for some time, right? And they've got a proven business model. And not only the business model, but they're really, this is one of the only network marketing companies that has a bill of rights for the representative, which means that you have to be consulted. There can't be made changes to the compensation plan unless you are in the know. So they really look after your interests. So although it's a proven business model, we are not going to copy and paste the model for Africa, okay? Because starting the business is not in dollars, it's not a cheap situation, it's not a cheap story, right? So we are making sure that the entry level of getting into the business is affordable for Africans, and not only South Africa, I'm talking about the whole of Africa. To keep your account active on a monthly basis, to earn, it's going to be affordable. The products, the one thing I want to mention about the products as well is something that people need to understand about New Age. So New Age is not a they are not only network marketing, they are omni-channel. Now, what does an omni-channel mean? So omni-channel means that they do not only sell products through the network. Okay, they can sell products to, for instance, Discount. Now, what is good about that is that the products that you will be selling, I'm not going to say it's going to be available in Discount immediately. I'm just using this as an example so you understand what omnichannel means and what is good about that is the products that you will be selling will be available in future in places like Clicks and Discount. But the price that you will pay in Discount will be exactly the same price that you will pay, that your customers will pay for it. Okay, which means you will earn the retail commission on that sale at the same price as the product will be available out there, which is really great because if a product is available out there as well, it makes it so much easier for you for brand equity, for you knowing, for people knowing what's out there. So we spoke a lot, and Nick mentioned it as well. We understand the African pocket, we understand the African palate, we understand that the African nutritional needs is different. But for now, what we are starting and what we're focusing on is to build, and Eric mentioned a legacy company, and we want to build a sustainable legacy business in Africa so that there's a business which you can leave to your children, and your children can leave it to your children and your children's children's children. So what you start now can go on for generations. And that's why we're working so hard behind the scenes. And that's why sometimes, I mean, for the next 2 months or 3 months, we're really pushing it very hard to get to the market as quick as possible. But we want to do this right because a lot of times, a lot of global companies come into Africa, they make promises, and then they disappoint people because they don't understand the market. So, I mean, our whole team is, other than Craig, but he's also South African, is from South Africa, that understands South Africa. And as we go into the other markets, we are employing people in those markets that understand those markets. So for now, what can I say is that something big is coming. We're really gonna, and this is not creating hype over nothing. I've seen the plans, I'm part of the plan, I know what's coming. Something big is coming. Not only, we're moving away from multi-level marketing or network marketing, we're focusing on social selling, okay? We're gonna be teaching you and training you before we go live on everything that you need to be able to do and how to do this business. But what I can tell you is what social selling means is that you will get people, everybody buys online, right? Especially these days. Well, not everybody, but most people buy online. Is that you will get people, you will earn money from people that's buying through your social media, and people will share that with their social media, and you will be able to earn on that. So you will earn on sales that you don't even know who the people is, and the people don't know who you are, and they don't belong to a network. Okay, so that is where we're going, and that is the future. And this is going to be, once you see this, I can promise you'll be blown away. But so for now, I need you, if you care about somebody, I need you to speak to them, and I need you to bring them in the business and lock their spot. And like I said, there's no cost, okay? There's no obligation.
Lee,
Closer to the time, yeah?
can I ask, I've got a question here. Can I ask that we extend the free boss into February, please?
Yeah, we will confirm this week, but we have requested, okay?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, because I mean, look, we're not going to have, the one thing that I can tell you is that there will be no cost joining this business from like in future. So currently with the boss, that's zero. That is what we're working towards in future anyway, right? But we have, because this has to be signed off, so we have asked for the promotion to be extended. So I will communicate with Nick, and Nick can share in the group, but we have asked for it to be extended into February. So go out there, speak to everybody, get them to join. I mean, like, there's nothing that they can lose. If closer to the time they feel like, you know what, this is not for me, then so be it. There's no, it means nothing. So go out there, because I think Eric explained it, but I want to make sure that people understand, okay? Why do people need to sign up now? Okay, it's because when people join, So Nick is at the top, right? So after Nick is maybe Marina and Gavin and everybody. So as people come in, everybody falls in line. The higher you are in the line, the more you benefit from every single person that joins the business. So you benefit from Gavin being signed up. If Gavin signed up somebody under Janine, okay, which he does because they're in the same tree, Janine benefits from it. So everybody benefits from everybody's effort. But the higher you are up in this tree, the bigger the benefit. So I can tell you that we will explode when we launch. Okay. So once the floodgates open, the people see what we've got, I can tell you that the other people from other companies are going to want to join us. And you want to be in by then. You want to make sure that the people that you care on are in by then. Don't let somebody in a year's time say, oh, you know what, now there's 100,000 people ahead of me. I could have had 100,000 people below me. So give everybody the opportunity. Like Sylvester said, he speaks to everybody. Speak to everybody. I mean, a lot of you have spoken to people, but previously, but there was cost involved. What? There's nothing now. Go back to every single person that you spoke to. So all I can say is watch the space. The launch is not that far off. I can tell you that. It's not that far off. Okay, I can't tell you when, but it's not. So make use of this opportunity to get people in and lock your spot.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you, guys. I think that's it for tonight. I really appreciate everybody's time. Sorry it went over time, but important, I think. We're going to have a prospect Zoom on Thursday night, 8 o'clock. And what I'll do there, it'll be different to this one. I'm going to do a product presentation. Okay, so it's not going to be a talk or anything. It's going to be a product presentation. And that's it. So it'll be probably about 25, 30 minutes. Okay, and that's it, just to show people the products that we got, what the business is about. Thank you very much. And then you do whatever you have to do afterwards. So that's what a prospect Zoom means. Okay, so Monday nights, training Zooms at 8. Thursday nights, prospect Zooms at 8. Okay, good night, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop the recording.
Good night, everybody.
Take care. Good night. And be well, and let's go and recruit.
Thanks, Nick.
Everybody.
Good night. Thanks a lot.
Night.
Thank
Good night,
you.
Nick.